Today's day number 3838 of the $1,000 account challenge, and I'm up 10% in the account, $260 on the day. We had a fantastic setup on AMD that actually gave us follow through, which was super refreshing. Straight off the day trade watch list, AMD was a long idea above 174.5 today. And look at this setup on the daily. This is a pennant pattern, a massive bull pennant pattern shaping up that's really getting ready to break out here. So I had higher confidence going into today on this setup. The interesting thing was yesterday it gapped down, right? And looked like it was going to break down from this pennant pattern, but then had a crazy recovery move back up. So I'll show you that on the 5-minute time frame. Let me clean this up for you. Here's our recovery move from yesterday. So gap down there, the opening flush that recovered all the way up and then just continued to run, and then had a pretty solid and strong close. This morning, we're following that up with another gap up. So I'm thinking, you know what, maybe this is not going to break down from that pennant pattern on the daily, but rather break out. So we set our long trigger at 174.5. Essentially, we were just looking for higher highs above the pre-market high. We get the break of 174.5 and the pullback here, and today was a typed alert day, so I will show you the time-stamped mentions. 1 second, let me scroll up and figure out where we started. Okay. Yeah, 936. Took entry on AMD long. So right after we get the break of the trigger level at 174.5, couple minutes of consolidation, and then on this candle here, I decided to go long on this because I did not want to miss a move. Right? We do get the dip below 174.5, but it holds 174 as a point of support. So when I take this entry, I'm giving you the contracts, I'm giving you the fill price, and I'm giving you the stop loss. And what I tell you here is that the stop loss is a break under 174. Meta was also something that was popping off. And then at 940, I said if AMD does not hold here, my plan is to cut it. So I was really, and that's as this was dipping to our stop loss point, right? As this was here, I was really considering closing this position, but I knew that I want to give this a bit of room to work. We're on the 1-minute time frame. I didn't want to get faked out on a 1-minute candle, a little flush candle below. So I'm giving it room to work, and good thing that I did because it does actually hold this area as a point of support and then bounces right back up. From here, it's just trade management. We get the move up into the high of day at 9:47 a.m. And this is me just kind of letting you know what I'm doing with the trade. 9:47 a.m., which is going to be right here. New high of day, that's 18%, close enough to 20%. Here's the contracts, here's the entry, here's the exit. I did sell some off, but I was holding runner size. So I was looking for, because of the quality of the setup on the daily, I was looking for a larger move. I was looking for this move right here on a second leg, and we just didn't get it initially. So when this pulled back, I believe it was at 950, I wound up closing the runner at break even. Close runner at break even, may need to go back in on may go back in on this dip though. We'll see. So as this came back down, I made the decision with the runner size that I had left to just close the remainder out there at break even. But I liked the trade. Remember, it's a super quality setup. So, I wanted to secure what I had and get out and then maybe get back in with a lower entry. And so that's exactly what I did. Shortly after closing this, literally the next minute over, I guess, 9:51 a.m., I take re-entry. AMD took re-entry, smaller size this time, stop loss still the same at 174, fill price 1.24, and it's the same exact contracts from prior. So it's literally the same trade, taking the entry here, taking the entry here, stop loss down here, stop loss down here. And this was easily managed. We're green the entire time. We get the run up on this candle. Because it wasn't like a super quick pop-up, I was slightly concerned. So on this candle, I did scale out twice. I scaled out at 15% profit, and then again near the high of day at 20% profit. I still left the runner size on here because I figured, again, just the quality of the setup, it was going to make a larger move, which we did get over here. I wound up closing the remainder out on this higher volume spike into the high of day for 30% profit. And I knew that it could potentially move even further. This is all just me managing that trade. So if you want to pause it and read, you can. I knew that it could potentially move further, and this is what I said here. It may still run more. That setup on the daily is really nice, but I'm happy with today's profits because I booked 2 back-to-back red days, and today was a significantly larger green day than, these red days that I've had recently, I was okay with what I had on the table, and I just wanted to secure it and lock it in. But those contracts, this is crazy. Those contracts wound up running 60% up, maybe even more, because that was at 10:08 that I posted this. 10:08. Okay, yeah. So I guess they topped out at about 60% profit there at the high of day, which is pretty wild. They weren't moving too much here, but once we got up here, that volume flow come through, that premium really spiked into the high of day move. Either way, super nice trade, straight off the day trade watch list. Only two, well, nice setup and good follow through, and two trades. It's all that we needed today. So I called it a day. I'm calling it a day after that. Didn't need to trade anything else. The other one that I was watching and mentioning was Meta, which worked beautifully, by the way. Straight off the day trade watch list, Meta, long idea above 467. Opening consolidation here at 467. You probably could have taken this entry there and caught the move up into the high of day. If you didn't take that, you get a quick pullback to 467. This was a potential entry point for the run up to the high of day. If you didn't take that, here's another pullback to 467 for another run up into the high of day. So look at how many times, this hits that trigger level and holds as support, just showing you the accuracy at which I build these watch lists with. All right, that's it. That's all that I have for this video. So press that like button for me if it's helped you out. I would much appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider doing that as well. It's just the best way to support this type of work that I do. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow when we continue the $1,000 account challenge.